All right, but here we go. All right.
Bro, I'm turning off my AC so I can turn on your audience. So let's do
it. You guys heard that here.
Great.
We're fucking sweating it out. AC makes too much background noise, and we want to deliver the best quality content for you people, you folks, the planners, the planiacs, because you're listening to the God's Plan podcast. And this is a very, very incredibly special episode of the God's Plan podcast. It's a little bit different this time because we got a bunch of people here with us. Can everybody say hi? Who's here? Hello?
Is this like a roll call?
I don't know. I figured everybody would just be like, woo, yeah.
I just gotta walk across my whole place to push to talk, but what's up?
We're hearing some very familiar voices.
Okay. Sorry, your protocol here for the podcast makes it difficult to react in time.
Yeah, and that's how we do it here. It's just very informal life discussions.
Informal, nonsensical discussions.
Formal discussions about nonsense.
So you might hear a few familiar voices, ladies and gentlemen. We have Matt Mukunda from episodes 1 and 10.
Welcome.
Walk across your hallway, push to talk, and say hi. That's what you do on a podcast, Matt.
What up?
Number 2, we have Duncan McKenna from episodes, 3 and our soon-to-be released 17.
Which hasn't been released yet.
Nice. Welcome, Duncan.
So do Matt and I get like a 3 GPP timer podcast jacket?
Oh, snap.
Like they do on SNL?
Damn, that's right.
You know?
Yeah, what's up with that?
Absolutely not.
Absolutely not.
That
because
is a great idea.
How else are we going to commemorate our third current guest from episode 16, host of his own podcast, The Crucible.
Check it out, The Crucible.
The Crucible. Ladies and gentlemen, politician, stand-up comedian, and also none of the above, Corey Geisman.
What's up, ladies and gentlemen? They forgot my most important title. Third Star General.
Hold on. It should be known that Corey actually, in all seriousness, he is a 3-star general in Space Force.
Oh.
Yes, he was the coronation was last week, but they couldn't do the formal ceremony because COVID prevented large gatherings.
This was all on Zoom, I bet.
Obviously, a lot of people would have been there.
Congratulations, Corey. Everybody, congratulations, huge, Corey.
I'm going to golf claps.
Golf air horn. That's awesome.
Thank you.
Your TV show was excellent.
I'm like on episode 7. I'm meh about it. I think some of it's pretty funny.
I thought Space Force, isn't that what Donald Trump is making?
It's not as good as like The Office or Parks and Rec.
Oh, not
funny.
nearly.
It's funny
the
enough.
Reviews made it sound like it was terrible, but I think it's actually kind of funny.
It's definitely better than the reviews. I mean,
here's my take.
Probably better than The Last Jedi.
Definitely better than The Last Jedi. I don't know any. Oh, hold up. Let me throw this piece of trash out. Oh, sorry. That was my copy of The Last Jedi.
As a massive fan of both The Office and Parks and Rec, this is my take when it comes to Space Force. So, like, you can't compare it to The Office. If that's the bar you're trying to compare Space Force to, you're not going to like it. But imagine every time things went wrong in The Office, Steve Carell, or AKA my boy Michael Scott, got to scream, "Motherfucker!" at the top of his lungs. That is Space Force. It's a beautiful, beautiful thing that they can swear. It's a beautiful thing that they can swear on Netflix. And I will say John Malkovich is wonderful. So, I mean, I recommend it.
Is John Malkovich the scientist assistant?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, he's pretty funny.
No, Malkovich is one of my favorite actors working.
He's the head scientist.
Okay, yeah.
Was he that guy from the movie?
He's pretty funny in that.
Was he that guy from the movie Being John Malkovich?
Nah, that's the different guy. Different guy.
Oh my God, what?
He is Lenny from Of Mice and Men.
No.
Yup.
They made a movie of that?
Yes, dude. Yes.
I thought Lenny would have to be a much larger human.
They pull it off, dude.
So who's Jerry Maguire?
Massive.
Who's who?
If that's John Malkovich, who's Jerry Maguire?
Tom Cruise, dude.
I thought that was the little brother in that Hillary Duff show.
No, you're thinking of James Maguire.
Dude, I have so many, and there's one other like lady lawyer I have somewhere mixed up in all this entire mess.
Is still a babe. I just want to throw that out there for the record.
Is she? I haven't seen any. She's doing all right? She doesn't have the COVID or anything.
Oh no, I'm sure she's fine, man. I'm sure she's got money.
She's too beautiful. Yeah, she's too rich to get COVID.
My biggest
Shout out to Hillary.
Yeah. My top 3 childhood crushes, #Disney Channel crushes. Say number 1, Jamie Lynn Spears. Number 2,
Ooh, good one. That's a good one.
Number 2, Lindsay Lohan. Big Lindsay Lohan fan. And then 3, I think I'd put Hilary Duff.
Solid.
Or Brenda Song from Sweet Life of Zack and Cody. I don't know.
See, your childhood crushes are a lot hotter than my child. My childhood crush was actually Judge Judy. You know, because I look at
mine was
not all about looks, guys. Obviously, she has plenty of those.
Mine was Amanda from the Amanda Show, but only during when she was the judge in the judge skit. Because when she brought in those dancing lobsters, that did something for me.
I thought you were going to be like, because of the power that she held over
So are
other
you
people.
sure it was her or was it the dancing lobsters?
All right, Duncan. They say seafood. They say seafood is an aphrodisiac. Okay, so
Was that a microaggression? What's an aphrodisiac, Corey?
Hey, we can't really cut much shit out of here.
All right.
So
Good, so let's keep it to the important part. Yeah. Was it a microaggression?
let's keep it at the important part. Duncan, are you still a member of House Lobster?
I mean, I still live on the island, so I'd say it's probably a yes. Although the price of lobster is plummeting. No tourists in Maine. No demand.
dude, you guys have shit lobster rolls, anyways.
And not to mention, I know you still live on the island because your Wi-Fi is always out.
Yeah, thunderstorm can knock it good, unfortunately.
Okay,
How's
we're
there
getting
no demand? Because all the restaurants are closed?
Yeah, is that due to COVID?
A lot of them are doing outside patio stuff now, but a lot of the indoor malls are still closed. Yeah.
So you think they're not serving enough people, so that's why there's no demand really, so that's why the price is plummeting?
Yep. Like, I know because my sister works the rental books up here. Like, you know, they're like a third full of what they usually are, you know?
That's rough.
So, yeah.
That's rough. That's what happened at Tony's Pizza, is that we didn't get the small business loan in time. And because Nancy Pelosi delayed it a week and we couldn't pay our rent, and then boom, that's what happened
to the big corps.
So guys, we are getting...
No, did you hear about like what's it, like $1 billion got sent to dead people or something?
1.4 bill.
Holy shit! Are you kidding me?
Man.
To dead people.
To dead people.
For pandemic relief?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The stimulus package.
But my question is, so like, if you completed a tax return in the previous year and you asked for direct deposit, then they just direct deposit it. However, if that wasn't the case, they sent you a check. So wouldn't that person still need to like cash or deposit the check? I mean, isn't that money very easy for the government to get back? I mean, I would think it would be. Because if no one
makes sense,
if no one cashes or deposits the check, I mean, it doesn't ever leave the treasury now. So I mean, while they may have sent a bunch of money out to dead people, I mean, I wonder how much of it was actually sort of like
base that off of
fraudulently.
Because it leaves
I totally
out
butcher that word, fraudulently taken. You know what I mean?
It still seems
just
like
a thought from the Space Force over here.
To base the whole thing though, because even doing it that way, it left off so many people in America who didn't file a tax return last year, who could have desperately used that money to survive this pandemic a little better, you know?
Right.
But that's just me.
It's just like, it's crazy. $1.4 billion.
They took. Yeah. It just shows you what happens when you're not thinking and you're just doing shit, you know?
I'm going to take an average, like say 1,200
Yeah.
divided by 1.4.
Do you think
I
that
don't
money
even know how many
could still,
billions that is.
Do you think that money could still
Seriously.
go to someone who's dead on the inside? Because I could use that money as well.
I don't know if that qualifies. You'll have to ask a medical professional.
Okay, we are getting a call in. We are getting a live fax
My
from
calculator only goes up to
Duncan in
140
Belgrade. Beep, 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 beep. This question is from Duncan. Duncan asks, this is a question for Matt. Matt, are you with us?
I am.
Duncan asks, Matt, who was your childhood celebrity crush?
Ooh, I remember Lucy Liu being an early one, but that was
Oh, that's a good one.
that's like an older. I guess she was older. If we're talking about like I like that Lindsay Lohan pick. That was a good one.
Can I make a
big
quick
time.
comment on the Lindsay
Blonde hair,
Lohan
Lindsay
thing?
Lohan. Blonde hair, Lindsay Lohan.
Red-haired Lindsay Lohan.
Yeah, you're weird, dude. You're weird, dude.
If you go with
Before they got cracked out.
if you go with Parent Trap Lindsay Lohan, she kind of was like twins in that one. So I mean, there's two of them at that point.
Twofer. Right.
I'd say not ginger Lindsay, but redder hair, like Herbie fully loaded.
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought she was like the same type of thing as the Olsen twins back then. I was like, oh, this is like a twin set too. That's cool.
Dude, me too. I thought that was the only way into showbiz at the time, was like you had to be a twin.
That's what it seemed like, yeah.
It's upsetting.
Yo, so I did. Oh, sorry. Keep going.
No, I was just saying, because obviously I was thinking about getting into showbiz, but I didn't have a twin, so I had to really change career paths.
You and your brother looked alike. Well, he probably wasn't old enough to look like you yet. Or mature enough to look like you yet.
He's never been mature enough. That's the thing.
That's why he's never earned his freckles.
Dude, that's each freckle is another bit of wisdom. That's what they say.
Each one of these freckles is a black eye, mate. You gotta earn these. Okay, but real quick, so I did 1.4 billion divided by 1,200, just to get an idea of like if they were all $1,200 stimulus checks, and I have 1,166,666.
Hot damn.
Damn near 1.2 million dead people. Alleged dead people.
Wow, I wonder how many of them died from COVID. That would be kind of ironic.
Oh my god.
Here's your pandemic relief. Oh, sorry. Looks like the pandemic got you a little too late.
You know that it's got to be the case at least one time. That definitely happened.
So
Dude, out of 1 million? Yeah, hell yeah.
I heard like a really interesting. Oh, sorry.
No, sorry. I'm sorry.
I'm sorry.
No, I'm sorry.
Come on,
Dude,
I'm sorry. You finish your thought before I start something crazy.
All right. I can't believe that you would try to cut me off like that.
My bad, dude. I'm so excited. I'm here with all my friends.
So the joke I was going to say, what was I going to say? Oh, yeah. Assuming the virus is real.
That's all right.
That's
cool.
a good question. I think that shit's interesting, but I'm not saying one way or the other.
I think I'm going to go on record here and say I believe it to definitively be real. Because here's the thing: the Space Force is based on science. We just announced the other day that we do actually, in fact, believe that the Earth is round. Okay, so we are on record now for that as well. So I feel comfortable enough to say I believe in COVID as well.
I think I heard about that on an episode of The Crucible last week.
It just makes you think about V for Vendetta is all, you know?
Oh, yeah. With girls are shaving their head a lot more nowadays.
That's definitely what I meant.
Natalie Portman?
Yes, dude.
Yeah. Dude, she did that in V for Vendetta, too.
Vendetta.
When she was Padme, I was like, wow.
Yo, we got a movie guy in here. Duncan, I hear, is actually a pretty big movie guy. What are your thoughts on Black Swan?
I missed that one. And I'm ashamed to say it because I'm a big Portman fan. And isn't who's the other famous person in that one? Is that Mila Kunis or somebody?
Mila Kunis and Natalie Portman are both in Black Swan.
You might be right.
And you know who else? Dunk, you know who else is in Black Swan?
Who else?
Winona Ryder.
Oh shit! I know you're excited about that one.
Yeah, I like her. Okay.
I remember liking that movie. Is that the wrong take? I mean, I feel like it was some crazy weird shit, but I feel like I came away liking it. I don't know.
Dude, I thought it was awesome.
I actually never saw it either.
No, critics loved it.
I'd highly recommend it.
Black Swan.
Oh, it's got a great Rotten Tomatoes score.
My opinions just agree with the critics across the board, pretty much.
That's what we discovered on our pod.
I like big words. I like hating on things.
And that's why I hate The Fountain.
Duncan.
Oh no,
Duncan, dude, it was. I read the Wikipedia article after we watched it, and it made even less sense.
Dunk, please, can you explain it to us, please? Now that we've watched it,
no, because it's not one of those movies that's supposed to really make sense. It's just a journey you go on.
What happened to Donovan?
What happened to Donovan?
It's been years. Which one is Donovan?
Donovan's the monkey.
My favorite character.
That they were doing surgery on.
I miss him.
Well, they tortured him for science, and then they killed him.
Well, he got a super brain. Was it like a super? Yeah, was it a super prequel to like Planet of the Apes?
Fucking Corey, I hear you turning your goddamn AC on.
Same universe. James Franco is actually his nephew.
Or was that a microwave?
Dude,
Dude, it was the.
So she was pregnant.
Sorry.
That was my spaceship.
Why are you testing on monkeys? God damn it!
Stop putting monkeys in the microwave, Corey.
My favorite monkey.
Space Force does not do that.
My favorite monkey is a baboon. Or is it baboon? Those are the ones
I
with
think
red.
you'd probably say it either way.
Red bottoms, yes, I
Red
believe.
I think that's the worst animal that you could have. I mean, not the worst animal, but the worst sort of like monkey or primate or whatever its category would be. Those things are mean, bro.
So
Those things are not nice.
Yeah, but you
chimps,
forgot.
man.
I'm a firebender. I like mean things.
It doesn't matter. Have you seen Tarzan, dude? They are terrifying.
I know Brendan Fraser looks pretty good with his shirt off.
Orangutans are obviously the chillest of monkeys. I feel like an orangutan would just sit around smoking a hookah all day or something.
Yeah, and just eating chips and stuff. Because he's got super long arms so he can reach the coffee table and just grab the chips mad easy.
You would be like, bro, let me get the chips. And he would be like, yup.
Let me get the chips.
And then just look down and be like, yo, I'm orange, dude.
Dude,
Yo.
he'd be like, yo, the orange hairs, dude, look.
Oh, orangutans are dope.
What other animals are freaking orange, man?
Tigers, that's it, dog.
Oh, yeah, true. They got stripes.
No, I'm kidding. There's got to be more
A
than just
goldfish?
those two.
Does that count
Yeah,
as orange?
goldfish maybe. Dude, I don't know. Orange is a rare color.
Orange is
I don't know
Red
how you
panda?
evolved to get orange. There's a red panda,
Foxes.
yeah.
orange is the new black.
Foxes are orange.
A lot of sunlight.
Well, a weird amount of sunlight. 'Cause a
lot of
lot of
carrots.
sunlight will just make you like white, right? No, a lot of sunlight makes you darker. Or is that the equator that does that?
No, it makes you redder if you're, depending on how pasty.
How does the equator fit into this then?
I think fur maybe reacts differently than like leather skin does.
I could be full of shit on that sunlight thing, to be honest. I was just kind of throwing ideas out there.
Maybe when you think of like more of the environment too, like maybe orange was some way to blend in, but who would want to attack orangutans? The snake people. That's
The
right.
snake people, bro.
Yo,
That's
this actually brings up.
Just
this,
answer my own question.
Dude, this reminds me of an excellent debate I was having all throughout my high school years. Never found any closure for this at all. But what do you guys think on this matter? Okay. Pitting two animals in the animal kingdom that normally wouldn't fight each other. And who would win? A full-grown king cobra or a hippopotamus?
Probably a hippo.
I'm gonna
Probably
go
a
with
hippo.
hippo, man.
Probably a hippo.
And the rules are, it just starts off in an octagon UFC style, and just one lives, or only one leaves.
Bro, I think I gotta go like strong hippo on this one.
Yeah, I feel like hippo's a easy trip there.
Yeah.
You know
so
that
what'd you say? Full grown king cobra?
Cobras can grow up to 8 feet.
Yeah, you said 8 feet.
They can grow up to 8 feet long. Their venom is not the most potent out of the snakes, but they do deliver the most venom per bite. And it is up
Bro,
there.
it would probably just make a hippo sleepy, dog. It probably wouldn't even like kill it.
Yeah, hippos are beasts, dude.
Dude,
Yeah, hippos are ridiculous.
No, it could kill an elephant.
Underrated.
The issue
Bro,
would
and
be
when
whether...
I'm sleepy, I'm even more angry. So if I'm a sleepy hippo, you're done.
No. The issue would be
I thought it was like max height cobra versus sleepy hippo.
Bruce Buffer just announces them. In the blue corner, sleepy hippo.
Dude, that's such a good
How long
name.
is a cobra? How are their fangs? Because like the thing with daddy long legs, they say like a daddy long spider doesn't have fangs that are strong enough or long enough to penetrate the human skin. So you really don't have a lot to fear when it comes to like daddy long legs. So my question is, could a fucking cobra even bite through a hippo skin?
That is what I was just going to bring up, was that the issue comes down to whether or not, actually, I think it depends on which part of the hippopotamus's hide the cobra actually bites.
You're the deadliest warrior, dude.
This is deadliest animal warrior.
I mean, it would bite its leg, no? I mean, it's like, I can't reach anything else. Maybe it's underbelly.
I'd say it had to like wrap around it, but that's all I can do is like 8 feet of it wrapped around. But it seems like a hippo's skin is like pretty tough.
Okay.
Designed to resist some attacks from other hippos, crocodiles, and lions.
Assuming that the hippo wins the fight, the question then becomes, can the hippopotamus defeat the shoebill stork?
Definitely not.
No.
That's a big no.
The shoebill can attack it on a psychological level.
Matt, I don't know if you're aware of this bird, but it is a terrifying looking bird.
The giant ones. I think
like the giant bill. I feel like if a shoe bill just freaking poked it right between the eyes, it would smash its skull.
It's a jackhammer bill.
Well, yeah. The shoe bill has.
Corey, we lost you there.
When we'll never know.
The shoe bill has, we don't know.
The shoe bill conspiracy
They
continues.
got him, dude.
I apologize. Over here at the Crucible, we don't get. I mean, over here at the Space Force, we don't get a lot of funding. So
I thought you guys.
The Space Force Crucible.
Thought you guys lost.
Well, honestly, the Space Force, we
kind
kind of started the Crucible on the side to try to make a little bit more money because, like I said, we don't have any funding. But
You're hosting your podcast from outer space.
we do. We got to find a way to make a little extra money over here. We've been having to buy like toothpaste off the Chinese International Space Station. So it's just like, and there's not even fluoride in that, so it's really upsetting.
So it's unusable.
Right. You could.
It just doesn't brainwash you. That's the thing. There's no fluoride in it.
Like I said, unusable. But a hippo's skin is 6 centimeters thick.
Back to the important shit.
6 centimeters thick. Now, I don't know no centimeters, because I grew up in the greatest country there is, but I'd assume that's more.
How many centimeters?
6. Customary term.
Dude.
6.
That's like, I don't know, 3 inches, 2 inches.
No, I thought you were right about to say
That's
something
thick.
really intense.
Even
but then
3
you got
inches
disconnected.
Oh, I just was saying like the shoe bill would just fly up onto his head and just deliver that, that like David versus Goliath, stone slingshot to the head type
The coup de
shit.
grace.
But what if the sleepy hippo responds with an atomic barrel roll? And then therefore it rolls the shoe bill
you gotta
off
imagine
of
that the sleepy hippo would wake up the moment the shoe bill landed on his head, at which point he would maybe be high alert hippo.
It doesn't have to be sleep. Matt, who takes the edge? Who takes the edge
it.
here?
It doesn't have to be sleepy, guys.
Hippo takes the edge.
The hippo takes the edge. Okay, thank you, Stanley.
The hippo skin takes the edge.
Yeah, seriously.
If I was like literally a little bit smarter, I bet I could calculate from the how big a shoe bill's beak is to the 6 centimeters of skin and how much force could actually is needed for the shoe bill's beak to penetrate the skin, past its organs.
Fucking mythbuster this shit and just build a rig.
We can't mythbust anymore because Adam Savage got canceled. The former host of Mythbusters.
Yeah, he got weird canceled.
I don't know if you heard about this, but his sister came out after some odd of
a very large.
Which one was this? The guy with the mustache or the other one?
The other one, the guy,
the red-haired guy, or the walrus guy. Okay,
dude, his sister accused him when they were kids, when she was 11 or something, that he raped her.
Oh,
canceled.
Yeah, that's not a good.
You know who else just got canceled? Borneaux. Fucking Base Nectar.
What?
Whoa.
Not even kidding. Not even kidding.
No. Say that isn't so. Please say that isn't so.
I swear.
Oh my god, dude! What happened? You have to tell us.
He was grooming 17-year-olds, right?
Oh god.
What does that mean?
I didn't look into the details. I just heard that
I have
he
a
got
buddy
canceled.
who's the biggest Base Nectar fan I've ever met in my life. He literally was calling Base Nectar daddy. And he's felt so betrayed these past few days. I think he's depressed. I talked to him the other day on Xbox, and he's real devastated. Brett, I think you guys remember Brett.
Yeah.
You can't have sex with 14.
Dude, you can't fuck children.
You can't fuck children.
It's a big no.
You can't. The cancel culture stuff is pretty scary, though. But I mean, don't do fucked up shit, I guess.
Yeah, but don't fuck kids. God damn it, guys. People, stop it. Chris D'Elia or whatever.
Yeah, the guy.
Which is the most ironic because he played a pedophile in Workaholics, and I guess that was that other show.
The Netflix original series You.
Yeah, Netflix original series You.
2019.
And he was grooming. Yeah. Well, he wasn't grooming, but he would be like, "Yo, show me your tits," and just weird,
what is
file things to young women.
Weird. What does grooming technically mean? Because I'm thinking of monkeys picking bugs out of each other.
It's you take a kid, and I've had a bunch of trainings on these. It's you take a kid and you're grooming them to be
Wait, Ness, did you say you got trained on how to groom?
For being a coach, like you have to go through like certain things on that. So one of them was like how to spot a pedophile, and the first one was like they look like everybody else, and I'm like, God damn it!
Like scrolls, man. They're like scrolls out there.
Like scrolls.
If they are looking at little kids and licking their lips, they might be a pedophile.
What if? Yeah, you're right. That's a good point.
That's the first thing to look for.
Well, no. So grooming, Borneaux, is essentially when, I mean, there's a lot of people who have been accused of this. Drake's been accused of it. I think Crystalia is maybe one of the most recent.
Hold on, write that down for our legal team. This is a new development.
This is Drake.
Okay, go on.
Yeah.
All
So
right.
like Drake. So Drake got he got a lot of backlash. I think justly so, because it turned out that he had been like texting that young lady who's like the star of Stranger Things. What's her name?
The one who was 11?
Literally.
Yeah, 11.
What?
Yep, that's well, that was her name in the show. I don't know how old she was in real
I
life.
don't know what her name is, but
she was maybe
she looked
13.
really young. I'm like, that's not cool.
She was not. And Drake was like texting her and telling her like, you know, you're so pretty and all this shit. And like, and then basically the idea is like the minute they turn 18, that person then swoops in and fucks them. And it's like, okay, well, technically the illicit act happened when they were of age, but like all of that shit that led up to it is still incredibly wrong. And that's what people refer to as grooming.
That's weird. And oh my God.
Interesting. Okay.
Yeah, like you shouldn't be having weird, dirty conversations with a fucking 16-year-old, so like Crystalia, it's unclear whether or not he ever actually slept with a girl who was underage. He definitely was hooking up with 18-year-olds, and it's unclear when the conversation and when the relationship began with those 18-year-olds.
Right. Spooky stuff, people.
You
2020.
can't do this stuff, people. You
Well,
should
actually,
know
that's why we created the Space Force. We have a satellite that can spot. It's powered by Charles Xavier, and we can spot pedophiles. They glow a different color.
the pedophytolite.
That's why I like the
pedophytolite X.
I like the comedian Mark Norman, where in one of his routines he was like, "Yeah, I had sex with a 16-year-old, but I was 16 at the time."
Yeah, that's
and he's like, now I'm 35, and I don't like having sex with 16-year-olds anymore. See, that's called evolution or whatever. Yeah, he's good. Mark Norman's good. I highly recommend people give him a shot.
Yeah, he's been coming up on my comedy Pandora a lot, and I think he's mad funny.
He's pretty good. Yeah, he's got some good.
He's got some funny stuff.
Shout out to we helped him start his podcast, Stories. What was it? Tuesdays with Stories. Shout out,
we let him pick the name, so
he's already, that's a weird. I don't understand the name of that podcast.
So on the last note about pedophiles, I started following a new Facebook group called Daily Updates on Whether or Not Ghislaine Maxwell Didn't Kill Herself. Ooh. So just so I'm at the top of the line of information, I think they'll just post a meme every day saying like, still waiting, be careful, it's coming.
Bro,
and then they made an event for the 10th or something.
Well, I saw some story about her getting coronavirus, and I looked it up, and it was fake. But like, the Facebook post or Twitter or whatever it was, where I saw the headline, it was like, "Here they go again. They're getting ready."
Yeah, I saw that one too.
Right.
Like, I can't believe they're gonna do this shit again, man.
Matt, what do you think happened? What do you think happened with Jeffrey Epstein? Did he kill himself?
Bro, I know nothing about the Jeffrey Epstein stuff. I hear it's crazy.
You heard it here. He definitely did not kill himself.
I was gonna guess Matt's answer was gonna be, "Who's Jeffrey Epstein?" That was my original guess.
Might as well be. Although I will say that I do find the conspiracy theory type shit interesting. If that's even what the situation is, it sounds like it's like a bunch of super rich people trying to cover up some super fucked up shit. Which
He did.
I don't see. I mean, that seems plausible in my eyes.
So I take it you don't know who Ghislaine Maxwell is either.
No idea.
Yo, speaking of Maxwell, one of the ferry captains up here, his brother was one of the marshals who brought her in.
Whoa, oh, nice. That's awesome.
She was caught in Maine, right?
He was bragging about it. He's like, "My brother brought him."
That's freaking sick.
Dude. Yelled it from the top of the ferry boat, apparently.
Oh Oh, speaking of the dumbest fake news I heard in the past 2 days, someone put out, they're like, oh my God, Anthony Fauci is married to Ghislaine Maxwell's sister. And I'm like, whoa. This one I was straight up like, no, all right, I need to check this shit out. And literally, like, it was either they had the same last name or they had the same first name as like her sister. So they're like, no, they're literally comparing like their first names. Like, this is what her sister is. This is Tony Fauci's wife. They're totally not different people.
Dude, for how many people have like access to Google, it's shocking that people don't just do like a quick Google search before they're like, I'm going to just share this with everyone I know.
Wild West out here.
Yeah, I'm straight like, all right, no. This is way too far-fetched.
Mm-hmm.
And I feel like everyone's just like you. Whoever said Wild Wild West, that's exactly how it is. Because then if you hit someone with what's your sources, they just pull right back on you. What's your sources? Then you're in a source shootout.
Oh, yeah? You mean facts? What about, oh, yeah? Well, how about this? What about Benghazi?
Dude, but you could go and find an article taking whatever stance you want about Benghazi, and then you can just throw it in someone's face and be like, here you go.
But it's you.
You can do that about like almost anything, honestly.
Exactly. No, that's what I'm saying. Like, it's just...
Is Benghazi a leader of the mafia? Because it sounds like a perfect mafia name.
No, it was a big
I thought that
tragedy.
was Bass Nectar.
Another tragedy.
Like, depending on how you word a Google search, you'll get the results you want.
Oh, seriously?
Sometimes I'll just throw in the keywords and not even make a sentence. I think I was like, Tony Fauci, wife, Ghislaine Maxwell.
Racist? Question mark?
But no, back to like the Facebook posts and stuff, because I just, since I joined that All Things Town We Grew Up In group.
All Things Greenwich, Connecticut?
All Things Greenwich, Connecticut. Like, dude, it's
all
ridiculous.
things racist and horrible.
Horrible. Like, someone will just like repost like either a meme with like a list of like just bullet points of like good things about this one side, or somebody will just put like totally repost just one of those continue reading things where it's like you scroll like for 5 minutes going through the whole thing, and I'm like, and with 60 comments, I'm like, none of you motherfuckers read any of this. The dude he posted, the people who are reacting, none of you guys even made it through this post. You're literally arguing about like the first sentence somebody said.
That's what makes it so exciting.
So one thing that I'll say is that like, if somebody is, oh shit, oh boy.
Hold on. We gotta intro a new character. Plot development. Bugs, I don't know if you can hear us right now. Can you hear us? I don't know if anybody. He's live from Acadia National Park, Maine. Now, Bugs is coming out. This actually reminds me of...
That shit's in Fallout, isn't it?
This is a new character who we've never introduced on the God's Plan podcast. He's a transient human being. I don't know if he exists or not.
Did he leave or come back?
No. He's still here. But you don't know when he's going to leave because he's so transient.
Yeah, right here.
No, you're not. He's not in here. So this is a man who travels the world, basically. That's pretty much. This is all you need to know about Bugs. But you just reminded me of when you joined the squad in year one of Firefly. You came in like a hurricane out of nowhere. Nobody expected you because you were supposed to be volunteering. Could you tell us what you remember from that day?
I was supposed to be volunteering to get my ticket paid for, and then I went for 1 hour and then left, chugged a water bottle full of Captain Morgan, rolled into the campsite hot. I think you guys were trying to fix the canopy.
Yeah.
I just remember punching something and then rolling out, and a bunch of coolers like flipped upside down and then landed on top of each other, and then the canopy landed on that, and it was standing. And I didn't even see it.
Dude, it was amazing. You came back honestly so hot, like hot as fuck, and then so you like lifted up your shirt and you had a crushed up water bottle full of Captain Morgan that you hid it in your pants somehow so that your boss wouldn't see you or some shit like that.
Yep, that's pretty accurate.
And then you screamed, "Yukon!"
That's right. before that, no, we were all kind of like scratching our heads trying to figure out how to fix the canopy because it was all like crooked and shit. And then Bugs rolls in like a goddamn hurricane, chugs a bottle of Captain Morgan, and then just like uppercuts one of the poles on the canopy and yells Yukon. And then the pole just magically lands and perfectly like balances itself on top of one of our coolers. And then the whole canopy is just like straightened out and perfect. And we all just looked at each other and were just like, Opa!
Huskies!
So, anyways, I'm sitting up here in Acadia with Luke Capzone and Angie So. It is downpouring.
Shout out.
We just saw a crazy thunderstorm. We're still kind of in it.
Damn, dog.
Catan, no. We're playing Catan in the gazebo.
Very nice.
I'm glad that you were able to join us for this.
That sounds dope.
This legendary historical moment.
Keep getting that wood, Brian, because that's going to be available when people need wood in Catan.
Right. And sheep. If you can round up some sheep, definitely slaughter those puppies.
Monopolize. Be the only source that they can have, so then they have to go to you for that source. And then you have all the power.
Longest road will win it for you, though, dude. That's the key.
Hey,
people don't realize.
Do you want to win or do you want power?
We have a debate to settle, and maybe you guys can help us out.
Yeah, maybe.
How do you pronounce this game? Catan or Catan?
Catan.
Most of the time I hear it pronounced Catan.
I've heard both. I think it's actually Catan, but I say Catan.
Catan.
I've heard that if you pronounce it Catan, you have brain damage and you watch too much spaghetti.
It's weird. So,
Dude, Angie's in our podcast.
Angie, welcome to the podcast.
oh, thank you for having me.
Hey, yo. Luke, you might as well do a shout out. We know you're there.
You also have Luke Capzone over here.
We know you're lurking. Hey, you're famous now. Tell Luke he's famous. Also,
His name has been dropped twice.
I know I've told this before, but Tom Malik really, really thinks you suck at golf.
Tom doesn't know nothing.
There you go.
Put that on the record.
It's settled right here on the God's Plan podcast.
So I heard that Luke once beat you in a legendary game of poker as children that you were never able to live down. What's the beef with that?
I couldn't tell if you're going to say poker or Modern Warfare.
Probably both.
There were so many things that you could have said there, and
Oh! sorry. I mean, no way.
No, dude, no.
but
Dude,
You're talking about
ended his
Luke.
whole career.
Hasn't picked up the stick since.
you know what's kind of funny is we used to play poker back in the day, and now when we play poker, I lose $100 within 10 minutes, and Borneaux is taking most of it at the table.
No. As kids, Luke was the one who taught me how to be a cool kid, and I was a bad learner, so I never really learned how.
I was faking it anyway, so good job for not listening to me.
Well, I think if I tried some of the shit that you tried, jumping off cliffs, I would end up killing myself.
Or breaking both your wrists. Hey-yo.
Okay, I hit the air horn for that one. You know what, dude? I'm not salty about that. You heard Tom tell the story. You heard him tell the story, dude. What I did was badass, okay? It had nothing to do with the strength of my wrists, and it had everything to do with how brave and courageous I was.
Stunning and brave.
I'll take your word for it. Sorry, I'm just roasting.
No, okay, if we're on the topic of straightening the record, this whole podcast is just going to turn into us all just like denying or confirming stupid shit we did.
Speaking of like clearing the record, I actually just got a text from Adam, which may or may not have just happened. And I'm just going to read it out loud. And this is what I'm telling you that he said if he sent me this message. Hey guys, sorry I couldn't make it on the podcast. I had to be a girlfriend guy again, even though I was the one that decided on this specific time. But I just wanted to let you know, Corey and Nisk, I'm sorry and thank you for dressing me up as spaghetti to overcome what I needed to get through. I am truly grateful for you guys and regret every negative word I made on my episode. Wow.
And the
Vindication.
podcast is the best podcast.
And the Godson podcast is the best podcast I ever heard. Wow.
Holy shit.
Dude,
What a big, that was so big of Adam. Just admit that.
He has such a big brain.
Operation Spaghetti.
That was so big, PP.
That was such a big pee-pee move of him.
Adam, if you're listening,
Good job.
that was very big, PP.
Thank you.
Good on
Thank
you,
you, Adam.
Way to
Well, we can just let me just tuck that bad boy in and put that issue to bed.
drop a big PP in the chat if you're if you're listening, folks. If you're listening at home.
Drop your favorite big PP pick in the chat.
And if you're not up for the big
don't
PP
do
yet,
that.
you can still do a medium PP.
I mean, no.
You can do a medium PP. Girls can be big PP too.
Yeah.
Not what I Matt just dude, look at what Matt put in the chat.
Ow! You are bad.
That's not the kind of PP we were talking about.
He put 8 equals sign equals sign equals sign equals sign like.
No, he put an actual picture. He put a dick pic in the chat.
It's an emoji. It's an emoji.
It's an emoji, I swear to God.
It's an eggplant emoji.
What's with the left ball, dude?
So, guys, apparently the peach emoji is not a vagina. Who knew?
I really feel bad about that.
Duncan,
I haven't told you again in person, but I'm so sorry
Duncan,
that I perceived myself as an expert and said that to you.
I know you use the peach emoji all the time.
I'm not an emoji guy. I don't usually use them at all.
You're just a simple man, old school.
I stick with like the semicolon, parentheses. Like I still do like the sideways face shit.
You're just a fucking winky face guy.
Oh yeah, the winky's my go-to.
The old-fashioned semicolon open face parenthesis, dude. I'm telling you, that's fucking.
It
Dude,
brings
the
up like a
classic-
nostalgia factor. I'm telling you.
It's a classic, yeah.
Dude, the
exactly.
classic 8 equal uppercase D.
The original big peepee. So, Duncan, I
Girls
actually...
were serious. Now it's just eggplants.
No, nowadays, yeah. It's only one button, you just click one button, but before you had to click all these different equal signs to show them just how serious you were.
Doug's got a point about the classic factor, though.
Now, Duncan is an old school guy, and I want to talk about this because I always used to look up to him for staying off of Facebook so long. But recently, I found that he's a fake, he's a phony, he went back. Duncan, what do you have to say for yourself?
I say go check again because I'm not there. Not there.
I actually just took a 30-day hiatus from the old socials, and I think it was a great move. Low key.
I just, it's unnecessary stress in people's lives. I went on recently for 3 days because I need to talk to some people that I didn't have their numbers. And once I did that, I deleted it right away. And that was that.
There's definitely a lot of
You're
bullshit
not
to
even,
get trapped
aren't
in.
you like not even your own name though? Aren't you Skirt Cousins?
Skirt Cousins.
Yeah, I forgot.
So that's
I
my
was there when you made
Facebook,
Skirt Cousins.
which I made just for fantasy football. And then I forgot the login and password. So I cannot actually log back into that account.
Folks, if
Damn.
you're listening, your friend requests, all of your friend requests that you just sent to Skirt Cousins will never get accepted because he doesn't have the login information.
Nope.
And I also want
And
to
if
put out
even
there
if he
that
did, he wouldn't accept them.
No, I like to keep
and there's a
them in
very
the
high
nether
probability that those girls with no mutual friends that keep adding you are actually run by Duncan. I don't have any proof of that yet, but I'm just gonna put it out there. I got one today. I'm like, Duncan.
Please, actually, I want people to send friend requests to my fake account. My fake account is Duncan McKinnon.
It will not pop up, or at least not this one.
It's got a
I have
picture of this
gorgeous
like dude with
dimples.
black hair.
Dude,
and,
we're all
like,
just doxing each other now.
Oh my
with
god!
the whole with my arm around this little kid with blonde hair and a bowl cut and glasses.
I learned what dox means. I learned what doxing
is
yesterday. Yeah, it means when you tell a person's information online, all their information personal. Apparently, you're not supposed to do that.
No, that's not cool. With the
So that-
toxicity in the environment.
Yeah,
now
that's
I
a
feel
big time
little
no.
crazy.
That's right up there with fucking grooming people. It's just not. You don't do that shit, dog.
I'll say we're even if I get a 3-time GPP jacket.
Yeah, where are those at?
Well, actually, can I just?
Okay,
can I
You're the
defend
one
myself real
making
quick
them.
on
What are
that
you
one?
talking about?
My episode was like twice as long, even more than yours was, Duncan. So if you're just out here doing, you got to get your numbers up, dog.
No. It's
Oh
not
my
about
God, dude.
time. It's
Guys.
not number of episodes. Everyone knows that. It doesn't
fighting and
matter how
sustaining.
long you're on one episode. Still just one
All right, well,
episode.
let's cut mine up into 30-minute segments, and I'll this will be my fourth.
Yo, you know what? Actually, I heard a cool. We could actually start teasing for the next episode that we do, where you guys are actually driving down to Delaware, right?
We are.
Sure
So,
are.
so you have to drive right
First
through
time
Greenwich.
I see any of you guys since late February.
As we drive through Greenwich, we'll give you guys a review. We'll let you know how Kyle's doing.
Stop by, say hi. I want to see how much you guys have grown.
Dude, we should just send him mail. Like send mail to the mayor's office addressed to Kyle Bentley.
We got to send it through our secretary, Bugs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For sure.
Bugs, we can just make that happen at least by 9.
Could
Be
we?
great.
Dude, I'm like actually a little bit concerned now that we're going through like higher COVID areas. Cause
Dude, it's gonna be like traveling through the wasteland, dude.
it is, and the thing is, like when I get back, I'm
luck.
gonna have to probably later, Bugs. I'm gonna have to probably not go to work for another
tested.
2 weeks. I might get tested.
Bro, when I get back,
I'm getting tested
100%
before
getting
Delaware
tested.
and after.
Just for the just for the good of everyone.
We can update the GPP community. How many COVID positive GPP members are? If they were on the same podcast as the God's Plan podcast member who tests positive for COVID, contact tracing, I think, means we have to make sure they isolate. Because everyone knows you can contract COVID through podcasts. It's actually the number one way COVID is transmitted.
Sounds legit.
Fuck.
Just fact.
That's horrible news.
It's just a fact.
I have so many guests that I need to send an email to now.
Well,
So many former
we
guests.
haven't tested positive
That
yet.
would be like. That could be such an awkward call. Like the call after you have sex with someone when you find out you have AIDS and you have to tell them.
I don't think we.
You said it like we know, like we're familiar with what it's like to make that call. But I
Where's that experience?
the answer is no. I'm not familiar. But go ahead.
Hey, there's nothing funny about AIDS.
What
guys.
is that emotion?
No,
What
there's
is that
absolutely
feeling?
nothing funny about AIDS.
No, there's nothing. Haven't you
What
seen
did you
that
actually
movie?
look? What, Dallas Buyers Club? Bro, I saw that with my grandma by mistake. Well, not really by mistake. She was. Here's the
You
story.
started seeing it with her on purpose, but then halfway through you realized it was a mistake.
No, so like it was like a Thanksgiving thing. We like go to the movies every year for Thanksgiving, and everyone's talking about Dallas Buyers Club. And I'll be honest with you.
I'm like, let's see Shrek.
And then well, that's the thing. The family split. They went and saw like Hunger Games. Remember how Hunger Games came out every year around the same time? It was like a Christmas, Thanksgiving time thing. So I should have went and saw Hunger Games. I was like, I'll go see Dallas Buyers Club. This looks like it's gonna be a better movie, which it was a great movie. But it was weird sitting next to your grandma when you're watching Matthew McConaughey just have an orgy over here. But
oh dear,
it's a great movie. Great movie.
I thought you were gonna bring up the AIDS movie with Tom Hanks.
No,
It's not just a normal Matthew McConaughey either.
Was
This
he
is
in
a-
two? Forrest Gump.
Forrest Gump, yeah.
Forrest Gump. Jenny had AIDS, but I thought he was in
Yeah.
another. He wasn't in Milk, was he? That's not him.
No.
Dude, this is a completely like 150-pound emaciated Matthew McConaughey.
It's crazy, dude.
Cowboy.
Bro, actors are wild. The guy who was in Vice and Batman, I'm blanking on his name.
Christian Bale.
Bale. Yeah, sorry about that. But
I
he
thought
is
you
a
were joking.
Christian Bale. He is like he can just transform. He gained so much weight to play Dick Cheney in Vice, another great movie. And he killed it. I recommend everyone see it.
Vice.
Yeah,
I haven't
played
seen that
Dick
one.
Cheney?
I've seen The Fountain.
Really?
Yeah.
I can't see him. Wow.
Who was the female lead? Swayze or Sice? Jessica Swice or something? Dunk. Who was the supporting actor?
In The Fountain.
Yeah.
I think her name's Rachel Weisz, something like that.
Rachel Weisz. Yeah, that sounds right. I liked her. She did a good job actually playing like the girl who had that whatever like neurodegenerative disease.
Yeah, some brain tumor shit.
You're talking about that movie with the unfocused ambition, right?
Yeah. Plenty of ambition, but
I saw that. I'm like, yo, this might get good. No, but you're going this way. Okay, all right. I'm like, I could definitely see it by the end.
Right. Yeah.
Like maybe any one of those 3 timelines probably would have made a great standalone movie.
The ambition was there.
I know you made
the focus.
You just gotta let it take you where it takes you. Not think too much about it. That's one of those things.
Well, that's where it took me. It took me into overthinking and ruminating. That's exactly where it took me.
For the folks who don't know exactly what we're talking about,
neither do we.
We did a movie, and nobody does because we haven't published the episode yet. But we did a movie review episode, which was a ton of fun. Episode 17 with Duncan, and we were talking about B-list movies, and one of them was The Fountain. So it's a lesser known movie. And
specifically,
we watched
Jackman.
I was looking for movies that critics panned, but I love.
One of the critics' reviews of it was that he was just critiquing it for having an unfocused ambition. So now that's the running joke. So now you're all up to speed. We had an inside joke. Now we let you in.
Well,
Sweet.
so can I just say, technically,
go for it.
in theory, they would have already listened to the last episode, so they would know what you're talking about.
Fuck.
Cut it all out. Cut it all out.
Retcon.
That's a great point.
Anyways, that's why I got hired in the Space Force because of my logic. And speaking of that, actually, we are about to. Yeah, I got to step into the spaceship. So I'm gonna have to make my exit. But
copy that, General.
One small step for man. It's not actually that big of a deal. I think people have actually stepped on a spaceship before. So I'll catch you guys later. This was it's always great being on the podcast, and over and out.
Yeah.
Thank you, General. Respect for your service.
I'm going to be ducking out too, actually. I still got some work to do.
Seems like that
Thank
time.
you for your service again.
Seems like that time.
Tell Duncan when you're done with his jacket.
We've been recording for almost 25 minutes now, so it might be a good time to wrap up.
All right, later.
That was Matt. He is only a 2-star general in Space Force, not quite as accomplished as our 3-star general friend. Now, Duncan, we have all the time in the world to talk about movies.
I can't do more movie talk. I'm sorry.
No, we should wrap this up. But thank you so much for joining us, man.
Oh, of course.
It's
always
been
a good time. I'm sorry that every time we talk, there's a thunderstorm happening, and I'm a little choppy, but one day we'll get a clear connection.
I think you came in fine this round.
Today was all right. I think today was all right. All right, so, folks, formal sign-off now. We tried something new today.
Formal sign-off.
We tried something new today.
It's a formal sign-off.
Dude, this is weird because it's only us. There's no guest.
I know. That's how formal it is.
This will be the official, most formal sign-off in the history of the God's Plan podcast.
Yeah, and this is happening right after Duncan left. We might actually keep the bloop in there so you know that we're still doing it on a podcast, and we're just like, no, that sounded bad. Let's record one outside and put it back in. That didn't happen.
But it doesn't sound bad.
No.
It sounds great.
Yeah, we're professional.
It sounds amazing.
That's right.
And it's just us now. It's just us.
Your 2 favorite co-hosts.
And you, the audience. Beautiful, beautiful audience.
We've covered so much today.
You look great. Yeah, normally
haven't we?
If we are doing a formal one, we should do a recap. So what did we cover today?
Hippos versus cobras.
Everything.
Yeah.
Spaghetti. It started off. Our ambition was, dare I say, unfocused.
Unfocused.
A lot of ambition.
But much unlike The Fountain, this turned out to be really, really good, and the critics love it. All
right. Thanks for sticking with us, folks. And this was another episode of the God's Plan podcast. Check us out. We're only really going to be on YouTube now for listening to episodes, but if you want to be part of the social community, we got our Facebook group, we got our Twitter account, our Instagram at God's Plan Pod, and we got a Discord server. Check it out. Link in description. Love you all. Good night. And
be a part of the plan, people.